Hey guys, and welcome back to the J2O channel. And obviously, as you can see by the title, this is a Chelsea news daily video. Obviously, I've got some updates for you people from yesterday. Obviously, everyone knows these past couple of days have been Mazzolini. Like, honestly, like, we've just gone from, thinking we're going to get this player to all of a sudden, now we're close to getting Lukaku. Do you know what I'm saying? And obviously, he's going to be one of the players I talk about today alongside Zouma, potentially being the key to if we sign Kounde or not, and why I think that. And like I said, before I get on these stories and talk about them, if you do enjoy this video, please like the video, comment, your thoughts on everything I'm going to say, share the video, subscribe people, and yeah, let's just get this cracking. First player I want to talk about, Romelu Lukaku. Now, obviously, we already know with the developments, we're going to offer 120 million euros. It's been reported that, Lukaku himself is just waiting on the move. He's open to joining Chelsea. Once Chelsea put the money down, he'll be ready to go. Obviously, some of the personal terms have been revealed, like we're going to double his wages. So instead of him earning 7.5 million euros at Inter, he's going to be earning around literally like 14 million euros, I think, at Chelsea, which is around 12 million pounds, I think, if I'm not wrong. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, anyone, but I don't know, like my maths can be wrong in that. So basically, we're looking at figures around £250,000 a week being paid. So that's literally like nearly double, like what he's earning at Inter. He's barely earning P's at Inter. Like, he took a pay cut at Inter just to join them. People don't remember, but like, this should show that Lukaku's not in it for the money. Even though I do think, offer him a financial package would, get him to convince to join us, but also sporting reasons like, Tuchel, having to talk to him and tell him, yo, this is how we want to play, this is how we want to build a team around you, this is our ambition, this is our plan, all of that stuff. And, someone like Tuchel would have been key, because obviously CFC News page ages ago, and I mean ages, like 8th of July, this man reported, that Tuchel and Lukaku, this was during the Euros, Tuchel and Lukaku over the last couple of weeks have been talking, and it has been positive, and he got a lot of abuse for that, like a lot. And one thing I want to say, I don't know why these journalists get a lot of abuse just for feeding you information. Like, this is what I don't get with fans of maybe ours and others. Like, you abuse journalists for giving you what you want because you don't believe them. It just makes me think, why are you listening to them? Do you know what I mean? And you're like, oh, just because someone like Fabrizio Romano didn't say it, it's not true. Like, come on, guys. Like, everyone has their own sources, Like, you've got to just listen to what everyone else has to say, Do you get what I'm saying? Like, Fabrizio Romano said there's no chance of Lukaku leaving Chelsea, whilst Matt Law said, look, there's a good chance and he's our number one target. Believe what you want, but at least take it into consideration. Do you know what I'm saying? So, look, CFC News page was right about Lukaku the whole time. So, big up to CFC News page. But like I said with Lukaku, he's looking for houses in London. Already, his agent obviously is pushing this move, and it's understandable because obviously, one, he does have a good relationship with Chelsea, and two, look, he's not gonna get a big agent fee like Mino would have if we had got Haaland, but he's still gonna get a good amount of money for it. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So at least with agent fees, it's not gonna be as stressful dealing with Lukaku's agent and his people than dealing with Haaland and his people. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So it's imminent. We're just waiting for Chelsea to bid 120 million to 130 million euros this week. As Fabrizio Romano did say, we are going to get that new bid this week. And Lukaku's opening to join Chelsea. He's going to earn £12 million net a season. And for me, that is just brilliant news. I love Lukaku, man. Like, the player I saw that at United compared to the player I see at Inter, it's just two completely different players. And he's just transformed, he's improved on his touch. His link-up plays a lot better. His hold-up plays a lot better. His finishing has improved. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I saw a stat saying, in his last season at United, compared to actually last season with Inter, he scored more goals for Inter than he did at Man United, despite making one less appearance for Inter. So he made 45 appearances for Man United, but only scored 15 goals. He made 44 appearances for Inter, but scored 30 goals. It just shows that, the system built around him just suited him. Playing with Lautaro Martinez, having a manager like Conte, the 3-4-3, 3-5-2 type formation, it just suits Lukaku so much because he's He's playing with players close to him. He's not going to be a lone striker. He's not as... I don't think I don't think Lukaku is as effective as a lone striker as he would be, you know, when he's playing close with a Lautaro Martinez, or when he comes to Chelsea, be playing close with most likely Mason Mount and one of Kai Havertz and Timo Werner. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? And I feel like he's just going to combine well in this team. Tuchel's going to understand him. He's going to understand the way we want to play because of the formation we play already. You know, he plays it for Belgium. He played it for Inter. And he's set to play it for Chelsea soon. So, this is a brilliant signing, people. We just wait for the official bid to come through. It probably... Maybe it has already. Who knows? But, hey, it's coming soon, people. And Lukaku to Chelsea, I'd say it's happening this week. And we got to rectify that moment of the Super Cup game. If you lot remember, 2012 Super Cup, missed a penalty. That was heartbreaking for him. And that was like the start of his downfall in a way, despite only really getting his career started, you know what I'm saying? So, we got to rectify that moment, people. Yeah, people. Lukaku, tell me in the comments below. What do you think of him? Are you upset that, you know, maybe we're not getting Haaland, but you take Lukaku? Would you have just preferred Haaland and not wanted Lukaku? You know what I'm saying? You know, just want to know your opinion on Lukaku down below and just tell me. Next piece of news. Obviously, I want to talk about Zouma and Kounde for a bit together. And the reason why I want to do this is because I think Zouma could be the key to why we get Kounde or not. And the reason why I say this is because with Zouma, a few hours ago, ex-West Ham employee tweeted out that Zouma is close to agreeing personal terms with West Ham. And there's a difference of £4 or £5 million between what Chelsea want and West Ham have offered. Obviously, West Ham have offered like, what, £25 million or somewhere around like that. Chelsea want £30 million for Kurt Zouma. There's literally a difference there. But later on, it's come out by other journalists that Zouma's just rejected West Ham. Zouma has rejected West Ham. And if Zouma cannot get the move he wants, then he will just stay at Chelsea for another season. And this is why I say, like, you know, if we want to get Kounde, Zouma might have to go first. And this is the sort of the problem with trying to get players or trying to sell players when it's late in the window. The players and potentially even the clubs become stingy. Look at Sevilla, for example, yeah? Sevilla are now stingy with the Kounde thing now because before, when they were negotiating with Tottenham, they took 30 million plus Davinson Sanchez. They took that, yeah? They didn't take our 30 million plus Zouma. They wanted 45 plus Zouma. Now, Zouma doesn't even want to go to Sevilla. And on top of that, Sevilla prefer cash anyway. So, they don't think anyone's going to pay the 80 million euros in his release clause. But they want something close to that. They want somewhere between 60 and 70 million for Kounde. And for me, it's the case of with Chelsea, they're going to be stingy with that because they probably don't want to pay that money. They'd probably rather not pay that money. Do you understand what I'm trying to say, people? And like I said, because they're trying to offload players, they've just been offering players. You know, they've offered Emerson to Sevilla, Alonso to Sevilla, Kennedy to Sevilla, and Sevilla said no to all three. Zouma was the only one they were interested in. And this is the problem. You know, in terms of us selling the player, let me use Emerson as an example. He was supposed to go last year, yeah? But Chelsea was stingy with it. And they didn't want to lower the price throughout the whole window. And as we got closer to the transfer window ending, the likes of Inter and Napoli and these guys, they just wanted the loan with an option to buy. And you know how these Italian clubs work, man. They love these loan with option to buys. Yeah? If they don't get their business done early, they'll give you loan with options to buy. It's like it's in their hands in a way. And it's like Chelsea are going to give contracts to Rudiger and Christensen. Thiago Silva staying for another year. So those three are staying. And we want Kounde. So if we want Kounde, we need to sell someone. Because we just can't have Zouma, Aspi, Rudiger, Thiago Silva, Andreas Christensen and Kounde as our 6 centre-backs. It would not make sense at all. It would just be unhealthy competition. It's not even good competition. It's unhealthy. That's just unhealthy, bruv. Like, I don't even think Man City would be that ridiculous to do something like that. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So, look, people, at the end of the day, I just have a weird feeling that maybe Zouma won't hold the key to this deal because my gut feeling is telling me that we're just going to sign Kounde anyway and we're going to keep Zouma. We did it last year. With Ben Chilwell, we were supposed to sell Emerson first. We didn't do it. It was coming near the end of the window and we needed to announce Chilwell soon. So we just announced Chilwell and Emerson never went. Emerson never went. The problem with having so many centre-backs is because clubs will not take your centre-back seriously, however much they rate them in terms of price. They will not. I guarantee if we sign Kounde and Zouma's still here, clubs wouldn't go nowhere near that 30 million mark. They will go for the 20-something million mark. Because they know you need to sell one of the players. They know you need to sell Zouma, for example, if we get Kounde. They know you need to. That's why it's always important for clubs to sell first, to buy. That's why it's important for them, because they don't want to overload their squad at the end of the day. It's just not good for maybe the morale or the manager. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So I do think Zouma is very key to this deal, and I just think he's not going to go. In my opinion, personally, I don't think Zouma is going to leave the club. I just don't. He's rejected West Ham. He doesn't want to go to Sevilla because of family reasons. I guess his family would not want to go to Spain. They're happy in London. His kids go to school in London. So his wife is settled in London. Why would they want to leave? Why? Why would they want to leave? And Zuma's just rejected West Ham, because why would Zouma go to West Ham? I know he wants to stay in London, but why would he go to West Ham? Small club. He's a European champion, for God's sake. Which is why Tammy probably wouldn't want to go to West Ham or an Aston Villa, which is where he's been linked to and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? He's been linked to Atalanta recently, and he'd probably rather take a move like that because they play Champions League football. Zouma, European champion, good centre-back. He's too good for West Ham. He's too good for these teams in London. So if he's not going to go West Ham, he ain't going to go Arsenal because Ben White's just signed for them. He ain't going to go Spurs because we don't do negotiations with Spurs. And they've just signed Christian Romero. He ain't going to go to a Palace because they just signed Mark Gahey. And anyway, even if they tried, he would still say no. Everton don't look like they're interested in Zouma anymore, even though they've been interested in the last 2-3 years. So what are we going to do then? He's going to stay, people. He's going to stay for another year. And me personally, I don't mind that. And if Kounde doesn't sign, again, I do not mind that. Because we need a midfielder more. If we was to sign Lukaku and Kounde, I wouldn't rate this window as highly as I would have imagined. If we signed Lukaku and a midfielder, no centre-back, I would be totally happy. It would be an 8 out of 10 window for me. But Kounde and Lukaku would be like a 5-6 out of 10 because we need a midfielder. And like I said in my last video, I don't know if Ruben Loftus-Cheek is ready to take that fourth choice midfielder role. I don't know if he's physically ready, and I don't know if he's consistent I don't know if he's ready to be consistent to do it. I'd love him to be, and I'd love him to be part of our squad, but I don't know from a reality if he is ready to. Maybe he might need a loan alone because that injury hits him hard. You know, Callum Hudson-Odoi's injury wasn't as bad, but that guy needed 2 seasons to get back to speed, and you see him now. He's looking sharp. He's got that extra other pace back, and Ruben, look, he looks like he's slowly getting back to it. But I feel like he still needs a bit more if he's going to make it at Chelsea still. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, people, Zouma, I think, will stay. And Kounde, I think this club will either just sign him because they want to, or, if they're smart enough, they will not sign him because we didn't get rid of Zouma. Simple as that, people. So, tell me in the comments down below what you think of it. Do you think Zouma will go? Tell me why. If you think he'll stay, like I said, tell me why. If you agree with me, if you disagree, just tell me in the comments down below. Do you think Kounde will become a Chelsea player very, very soon? It feels like, you know, the fact that Kounde wants to join as well, you know, Sevilla haven't really used him in pre-season either. You know, it looks like the valuation difference isn't that big between Chelsea and Sevilla in terms of the price. I don't know, people. And obviously, tell me, like I said, your thoughts on Lukaku. Like I said, people, if you did enjoy this video, please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. You know, just do everything you can, people. Just share it all around. I'm trying to get my subscribers going up and up. I know I've been on a break for a while and I've not been consistent, but yo, I'm back on the grind, people. Yo, we're gonna keep going for like another as many months as we can go, because this is a big season for Chelsea. We got Tottenham tonight. I'm gonna make a video later on about Tottenham and Chelsea-Tottenham, and you know, just a review of a pre-season game. It's our first game back with the fans, and I'll see you guys later tonight. Peace.